Hey book friends, here is a list of authors that I have read 2 or more books from to determine if whether or not they're for me. P. Djeli Clark. When it comes to the Dead Cattail Assassins, I liked it. Great writing, cool characters, great plot twist, and I'm Caribbean, so of course I love the Caribbean influence. But A Master of Jinn? I loved it. That one was a lot of fun. However, when it comes to Ring Shout, that is hands down my favorite P. Djeli Clark. Better than the Dead Cattail Assassins, better than A Master of Jinn. P. Djeli Clark is for me. Rachel Gillig. I love The Night and the Moth. I don't know that I loved it as much as the Shepherd King duology, but nonetheless, Rachel Gillig is for me. I have to do this one because I have 3 series from this author. I'm not gonna get my Six of Crows books because they're too far away, but yes, I have those 2. Now here's the thing, when it comes to the Shadow and Bone series, I love this series. It's one of the series that got me back into reading. I think I read all 3 books in like 4 days. Hellbent and Ninth House is my utter obsession. By the way, book 3 is coming out soon. Six of Crows, however, I did not enjoy. I DNF'd it. I know that it's beloved, but there was so much I could not get behind with that series. So when it comes to Leigh Bardugo, sometimes she's for me. Christopher Buehlman. Now, I started my journey with this author with The Black Tongue Thief. I DNF'd that book. It just did not connect with me. I then read The Daughter's War, which is the prequel to The Black Tongue Thief. That one I did finish. That one I did kind of enjoy, but not very much. Between Two Fires was my last hope for this author, and while so many people gave this book 5 stars, I was bored and I was just waiting for it to end. However, I feel like you guys should understand, I don't really like traveling through the land story. Like when the whole point of the plot is to get from point A to point B, and we're just talking about the people that we meet along the way. It does not land for me. I think the only time that I have ever liked a traveling through the land story is with The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. So the problem here could very well be me. But when it comes to Christopher Buehlman, 3 strikes, you're out, you're not for me. Ken Liu. And let me explain why this makes me laugh. When it comes to the Dandelion Dynasty, I could not sing the praises of this book enough. And if I had only read these books, I would have said that this author is 1000% for me. But when it comes to All That We See or Seem, I genuinely did not like this. And as you guys know, I love sci-fis, but I don't like techno sci-fis. So this again could be more about me than the book itself. But the amount at which I love these books and do not like this one is such a huge delta that I have to say I'm now on the fence about Ken Liu. Last author I'm going to mention in this one is the R.F. Kuang. Of her books, I have read The Poppy War, Calabasas, and Yellowface, which I'm also not going to grab my copy of that because it's too complicated. All I'm going to say is loved, 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 loved. And when I say 3 stars, so not that bad. This author and I go together real bad. Okay, tell me if you guys have read any of those authors, how many of their books you have read, and whether or not they're for you.